Good evening, everyone. It's complicated. I'm sure you've all heard that one before. But let's be frank, our relationship with Israel is complicated. My relationship with Israel is complicated by questions, uncertainty, and love. In the Jewish world that we live in, our foundational truth may not always be agreed upon. Our disagreements are not a hindrance to our communal existence. In fact, they are a source of intellectual diversity. No matter the subject, it is precisely in and through these disagreements that Judaism has found its richest expression. But the summer of 2014 seems to have changed this. The events of the past summer have added a layer of complexity to the Israel conversation, both in Israel and without a doubt in the diaspora. Since the summer, we are definitely having different conversations about Israel in our communities, around our dining room tables, and in our boardrooms. We certainly had a different conversation in our meetings that we had to plan for tonight's dinner. We felt that it was important to have a narrative that had a common thread that would bring together the complexities of the individual and connective connections to Israel that we all have. Today, it seems prescient that we chose as our theme to celebrate the voices of Israel. We have heard the voices of Israel from within Israel, from our three winners tonight, who were all of them inspiring, honest, and so necessary. Tonight, we're asking all of you to support the New Israel Fund to a level you may not have done so before, to add your voice, each of your voices, to those of the voices for justice, human rights, pluralism, and a belief in Israel's proud democratic values. Because this is a Jewish event, I'm sure all of you have studied the menu and seen what was on the dinner menu tonight, and I do hope you enjoyed your meals. You will also see that there's no guest speaker tonight, and we have given our 3 awards out. I won't name you, but I know there are a couple of people in the room who are very pleased that we've had a change in communal minhag. We wanted you to hear the real voices of Israel, the voices of our Human Rights Award winners. Growing up in an unequal, unjust society is not easy. I grew up in one. You can probably hear that. The South Africa in which I grew up in was a pretty good place for white kids like me, but at its heart, it was unjust and intolerant. I often thought about what propelled me to do something about it, to be at the grassroots, to face the issues head on, and in the end, to make a difference to the lives of a few people, or maybe many people, but to do something. I think, in the end, I just did what I thought was right. Listening to our 3 winners tonight, hearing their passion and the commitment to the work that they're doing, I don't suspect that Leah, Jonathan, or Yifrat feel any different. They are doing what they feel is right, for now and for Israel. The leadership of the countries that we live in and care about don't always do the right thing in our eyes, which is probably a bit of an understatement. But what matters is what is at the heart of the work of the people who are out there facing the issues head on, dealing with people whose lives are affected on a daily basis. And as the incoming president of the New Israel Fund said, Talia Sasson, the work creates a platform to speak out and speak up for democracy, for social justice, empowerment, and equality, and to bring the periphery closer to the heart of Israel. The New Israel Fund was emphatic in their response to the challenges that were presented after the conflict this past summer. When peace came, it came with a clear message. It is vital for the New Israel Fund to ensure that the values of democracy, tolerance, and justice are at the core of everything that we do to build a shared society in Israel. We only have to look at the events that have gone on in Jerusalem in the past couple of weeks and in Kfar Khaneh in the past 72 hours to see how crucial this work is. Presenting Human Rights Awards is our way of doing two things. We are honoring, first and foremost, the work of our award winners, our recipients, Yifat, Leah, and Yonatan. These are people who are inspired and who are inspiring in their determination to make a difference. But it is also a moment to honor the work of the New Israel Fund, an organization that is never afraid to support difficult initiatives, to be the voice for change, and to speak out for those who are unable to speak for themselves. The New Israel Fund is at the forefront of keeping our hopes alive for an Israel for all, to believe in, to live in, and to invest in, both personally and financially. Asking for money is never easy. My kids seem to have a way of doing it. They're cajoling, they're unashamed, they're totally committed, they do so with conviction. So I'm going to follow suit. We are asking you to give more generously than ever before to the New Israel Fund, to enable us to continue to be the difference in the lives of all of Israel's citizens. I believe that the New Israel Fund is one of the most relevant organizations in Israel today. So on behalf of every grantee, the organizations and the individuals, I'm asking you to give that much more, to enable each of them to do that much more. Nelson Mandela, in his wisdom, said, "May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears." Thank you for your support. I'd now ask the table host to please hand out the pledge cards. Thank you.